North Korea is the most closed country in the world, where the most severe authoritarian regime has been in place for over 70 years. Its citizens are isolated from the outside world from birth, born into slavery-like conditions, and forced to live their entire lives locked away. No resident of North Korea is allowed to leave the country without the leader's approval, and anyone who dares to defy this order faces either execution or a lifetime of forced labor in concentration camps. Furthermore, all relatives of dissenters, including their children and grandchildren, are also sent to lifelong hard labor. Even watching a Hollywood film can be a reason for execution. In such harsh conditions, life becomes meaningless, and many people are willing to risk their lives to escape from this hellish place. Those who manage to escape this regime find freedom for themselves and their children. However, others are doomed to lifelong slavery or death. In this video, we will talk about how people flee from North Korea and the strict regime of the DPRK. Welcome to Hustler Channel. Enjoy the video.
North Korea is an unimaginable country. There is only one channel on TV. There is no internet. We aren't free to sing, say, wear, or think what we want. North Korea is the only country in the world that executes people for making unauthorized international phone calls. North Koreans are being terrorized today.
To bring you up to speed, let me briefly tell you the history of the creation of the DPRK. Before World War II, North and South Korea were one united country. However, after the end of World War II in 1945, the liberated Korean territory was divided into two parts. The northern part of the peninsula came under Soviet control, and the southern part came under American control. However, because Japan's defeat happened very quickly, the USSR and America had not yet decided what to do next. During this time, Koreans desired independence and were forming their local authorities. In 1946, the Temporary People's Committee of North Korea was formed with Kim Il-sung as its leader, and in 1948, they declared it the Korean People's Democratic Republic. South Korea also gained independence. However, Kim Il-sung did not accept the division of his country into two states. In 1950, he attacked South Korea, but the attempt to conquer the entire country failed, and in 1953, a border was established between South and North Korea. Citizens of both countries could no longer freely cross it, and North Korea's dictatorship under the Kim family began. The country became completely isolated from the outside world, and in the 1980s, North Korea's economy sharply declined. Industries increasingly ceased their activities, and all the country's money flowed only into the military. There were no external sources of income for the DPRK. From 1996 to 1999, North Korea was hit by a severe famine, with a shortage of food, and Kim's strict regime claiming up to 3 million Korean lives.
When I was born in North Korea in 1992, there's super economic crisis in North Korea, and a lot million people starving dead. How you just 13? How you can have this chicken? It's really big.
North Korea's development lags 50 years behind the outside world, and its citizens live in constant fear. Propaganda and the dictatorship's policies infiltrate people's lives throughout their entire existence. The residents are so frightened that they genuinely believe their ruler can read their thoughts.
I thought the North Korean dictator could read my mind. My father died in China after we escaped North Korea, and I had to bury him at 3 a.m. in secret. I was 14 years old.
In North Korea, one can be executed for absolutely any reason: for watching a film, showing an unfriendly expression in front of the leader, turning off the radio, or being late for work. Everyone born in North Korea automatically belongs as the property of the ruler. Those who show even the slightest resistance to the regime are immediately eliminated. Such is the strict dictatorial regime of the Kim rulers. Nevertheless, there are people willing to risk their lives to break free from North Korea's strict regime. They cross borders without knowing what awaits them on the other side, but they believe it will be better than their homeland. As seen in this 2017 video, a military personnel executes an escape from North Korea to South Korea. Near the checkpoint, the individual gains speed in a military vehicle and crosses a bridge. When border guards receive a signal that someone is attempting an escape, they immediately begin pursuit. All the soldiers are in complete disarray. One such escape could cost them their lives, and the driver has only one chance. When just a few meters are left to reach the South Korean border, the vehicle becomes stuck in the ground. The escapee has only one option: to run. During the escape, he is shot twice, but manages to cross the border. This soldier also had a chance to escape from North Korea as he entered South Korean territory. However, he did not seize the opportunity. Wounded, he lay at the border for approximately 4 hours until a South Korean rescue team found him. It was a second chance at life for this young man, granting him freedom. Escaping the country is not feasible for many, as North Korea is surrounded by South Korea, China, and Russia, as well as 2 seas, making escape a difficult undertaking. The main route leads to China. However, when Chinese police catch North Korean refugees, they immediately deport them back, and their fate becomes unknown. The exits to Russia and South Korea from North Korea are heavily guarded. However, refugees who make it to South Korea find it easier to settle. In their new country, they receive political asylum and a new citizenship. Another method of escape from North Korea involves bribing border guards, facilitated by specialized brokers in China. They bribe the guards, who quietly let people cross the borders. However, this method is quite expensive, with escape costs estimated at around $10,000, making it unattainable for most North Koreans, given that the average monthly salary in the country is only $30. The remaining people, without such funds, continue to serve and live in constant fear of the dictators. They work every day, without any enjoyment from life. Meanwhile, those in power at the top brutally divide among themselves. But why can't the civilized world do something against such a cruel regime? The answer is simple. Since the inception of the DPRK, the government has poured money only into the military, making North Korea one of the most powerful military nations with nuclear weapons. Because of this approach, nobody wants to provoke any problems with North Korea. In summary, North Korea is the most closed and frightening country in the world, where its citizens are not considered human, and human rights protection does not exist. Sentencing to death is an easy task here, even for merely watching a film. To attain freedom, people must risk their lives. They are ready to die, but never to return.
Under the knives, we were prepared to kill ourselves if we are going to be sent back to North Korea. We wanted to live as humans.
Every North Korean believes that one day their homeland will achieve true independence, and every citizen will be free. The video about dictator Kim Jong-un is available on the Hustler channel. You can watch it with the link provided. Subscribe to the channel and watch other videos. Until we meet again.